Hey everyone out there, it is me once again. It is Team RI. Let's get this show on our road and discuss wrestling news, wrestling topics, whatever I feel like talking with you about. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this outstanding discussion. Here goes nothing. Now, everyone knows that Batista had a great career in the WWE, okay? It skyrocketed, in my opinion. He had a bumpy start in the beginning, but when he joined Evolution, that was a great stable. Then when he went on his own again, it was an awesome feeling, okay, for him, for WWE fans, and beyond. When he went on his own in the beginning, well, not really on his own, but he was with Devon Dudley, and it was not very good. It was very crappy character, but whatever. I don't think anyone took him seriously back then, but when he joined Evolution, they took him seriously. Then when Evolution broke up, he really took off. You may agree with me, you may not agree with me. That's okay. Then, out of nowhere, Hollywood called him. He was part of the Marvel Universe. Then he comes to WWE again. His last run was not a very good run. He was complaining on social media. You know, he thought he was going to have his moment at WrestleMania 30. He thought he was going to win the belt. But Daniel Bryan won, and the rest is history. And I'm glad that Daniel Bryan won instead of Batista. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Dave Bautista, or AK Batista. This guy was a freaking beast, and it was not his time to win it. And I think the reason they brought in Dave Bautista to get people like him or hate him, I don't know, just very awkward moment for Dave Bautista at that moment, you know. So he left WWE again. It seemed like he does that a lot. You know, a lot of WWE superstars comes and goes. So he's been very busy filming Marvel movies and other stuff, you know, promoting the movies and other stuff. I'm not too sure what pays more, Marvel or WWE for him. Not really too sure. Maybe it's a even playing field. Not really too sure. But I guess there's a new update, or it might be a rumor update. Don't know. And really, I don't care. I just want to give you my thoughts on the matter. He was talking to McMahon personally about a possible Adobe run. That's pretty neat. And you're wondering, is it going to be a part-time gig, full-time gig? What I'm reading is going to be a full-time gig when he's done with the movie business. Hollywood. What's going to happen if Hollywood calls him back again? Does that mean he's going to drop what he's doing and go back to Hollywood? Or is he going to turn it down? Let's see, you know. My guess is the reason he wants to go back to WWE is he wants to have one more run and a full-time run. So if it's going to be a full-time run, that includes house shows, or AK live events. Because if you're a part-timer, you don't do live events or AK house shows. It all depends on your contract. Now, if he does come back, what brand will be perfect for him? Raw brand or SmackDown Live? What's your thoughts? I know he dominated the SmackDown back in the day. That was his baby. You know, him versus JBL, he had some great chemistry, and he had a great match with Taker at WrestleMania, 21? Or is it 22? No, sorry, 23. My friend named Lucas was there. And then the following pay-per-view, Backlash that year, last man standing match for the belt, no winner, we expect. So that's awesome. So if he does come back, it'll be around next year, around April or May of next year after WrestleMania 34 on pay-per-view. But that could be a huge curveball, you know. So if that does happen, it could be a big return on that night after WrestleMania 34. You know, a big hype. You know, all the people who attended WrestleMania 34 will attend WrestleMania. I mean, whoever attends WrestleMania 34 most likely will attend Raw. I never ever, and I mean never, attended Raw after WrestleMania because my opinion, and I'm being honest, my opinion only, nothing big happens on that Raw. I know you guys think I'm cuckoo, but it really doesn't. Nothing really big happens. The fans make it big. The only thing that really happens the day after Mania, when Dolph Ziggler cashes in, and other big moments. But overall, it's just a simple Raw. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of hype. You know, that is a good thing, not a bad thing. So I prefer just watching on TV and give the what the commentators have to say about this show. Some of the fans who attend it, they don't even pay attention. They just do their own thing, you know. So I wish I do that all the time when the fans are into these shows, but they're not really into these shows. You could just tell. Yep, another boring Raw, 3 hours of Boardman, you know, pathetic Raw. But when it's after Mania, they still get this blood build up for the excellent Mania from the night before, and they want to know if they could capitalize from that Raw. You know, I don't think anything big happened on SmackDown last year. I don't remember, but for some reason, Raw is the hottest thing after Mania. So all that good stuff. So I don't mind if it's a full-time thing, then he could go for championships. But if he's a part-timer, don't ever, and I mean never, give him the darn belt. Yes, I know Lesnar is the longest reigning champion since Mania 33. That is not his fault. That is WWE's creators and probably McMahon, because him and McMahon agree on the WWE contract. That's fine, but don't give him the belt. Like I said in the past, I'm going to say it again. You got Braun Strowman. He's been there 365 days. You got Roman Reigns. You got Seth. You got Dean. I know a lot of people hate Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins. You got to stop being picky, my viewers. You know, I bet any money out there, you were picky back in the Attitude Era, but you didn't complain as much because you got Austin, The Rock, Kurt Angle, Y2J, Triple H. The list goes on and on. But if you notice, back in the Attitude Era, they didn't have a lot of people go around. It's the same people go have the belt all the time. It's the same now these days. You got Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, but Dean Ambrose, I guess they give up on him as a single competitor. He did pretty good as when the Shield reunion, like a psychopath kind of guy, you know. Same thing for the glory areas. You got Hulk Hogan. So many darn championships, it's ridiculous. I mean, I like Hogan, but give the other guys a chance. Why did Ted DiBiase, the dad, never got his opportunity as the WWF champion? Yes, I know that Andre the Giant gave him the belt, but he never earned it himself. Same thing for Andre, he never earned it, you know? Or is a crazy finish. WWF back in the day had their special favorites because they know that Hulk Hogan will sell merchandise, you know? Mr. Perfect never won the main belt. The only belt he won was the IC belt. I guess WWE has their categories. The main guys, the mid-card guys, the jobbers, the people who's never ever get the opportunity as a champion, and you got people who always backstage don't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? So that's the categories they have. I know the worst category is being a jobber. Always lose to the top guy, always, you know? So it sucks that Mr. Perfect was never, ever a WWF champion. Never. If he was, then let me know if I'm right or wrong. Same thing for Owen Hart. Rest in peace. This guy should be in the Hall of Fame, but we all know why. Same thing for British Bulldog, you know? I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot another one. A category is if you're in a tag team, you're stuck in a tag team. Like the Usos. Do you think the Usos will ever go on their separate ways? Maybe, maybe not. But my opinion, I'm so glad WWE finally turned heel not that long ago. They're doing great things on SmackDown Live. When they first debuted back in 2010, yes, 2010, I think people have mixed emotions with the team, but it finally grew on me. I love the Usos as a heel. Hopefully they never ever go back as a face with the colorful clothes they had, like the Ultimate Warrior. Rest in peace, Warrior. Now, back in the day, I was wondering, the fans who grew up in the Attitude Era in the early 90s, who was your favorite wrestler? Was it Taker, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, or Macho Man Randy Savage? Oh yeah, or Slaughter, any of those guys. Let me know down below. My guys was, number one, my opinion, Macho Man, then Hogan, then Warrior, and Taker. You know, Taker was good. He was good. But I think over the years, it was more relevant. His character changed over the years. So that is great. Other WF superstars, they can't cut the mustard. I mean, they could, but they can't do it. So many characters like Taker, you know. Well, Hulk Hogan is the exception. He had Hulk Hogan. He had other gimmicks. Hollywood Hulk Hogan. That was a great gimmick. And all good stuff. Sorry I went a little overboard. So, let's see what Dave Bautista does, or a.k.a. Batista. If he does come back, this might be a huge tease, or he might just stay in Hollywood. Maybe his contract from Marvel is going to expire when he's all done filming. You know, I don't think Marvel will re-sign him. Maybe other movies will let him come back, do like another James Bond movie as a villain, or like a small role, not like a big role like he does for Marvel. So I think that's gonna happen. If it does happen, probably it's gonna happen after WrestleMania 34. It's not gonna happen at the event because a lot of things are set in stone. And if you're wondering if it's gonna be like a debut or a return at Mania, highly unlikely. Most likely, if it does come back, it's gonna happen at WrestleMania 34. After WrestleMania 34, or maybe the following week. It'd be like a huge curveball. Like the time, like when the recently Paige came back, she was supposed to come back before Survivor Series, but she screwed up from the Instagram post. I wonder if she got in trouble for saying that, for doing that. Probably not. So have a good one. Take care. And the link is down below. Sorry I went a little overboard this whole discussion and other stuff. So at least I discussed a little old school stuff. You might like that part. You may hate it. Whatever. So if you like this discussion, give it a thumbs up. If you hate it with the passion, don't do nothing. Probably gonna give me a thumbs down. Hit the subscribe, hit that notification. That wraps it up. This is Team RA. Have a good Friday and have a spectacular weekend. Don't forget today's Black Friday. If you're gonna do some shopping till you drop, or you're going to Monday for Cyber Monday. Thank you for listening. I'm out.